Okay, this is my day 14 wrap up, and I started the day as usual with my oatmeal pancakes because I still have batter left for tomorrow. I made a big batch originally, and it fries up or heats up really well. I have my fresh applesauce and my apple juice syrup, and it's really a good way for me to start. As the day went on, I got a little hungry, brunch time. I threw two zucchini fritters into the oven. Once again, turning the oven on in the summertime, but what are you going to do? And it's just so nice to have those real quick little snacks, healthy snacks to put into the oven. I had a snack of cantaloupe in the morning, which once again, that's when I'm eating fruit as a snack, I'm in the zone. And I did that twice today. And every time I do it, like in the evening, I ended up having a mixed fruit with watermelon. And I had a peach, half of a peach left, half of a plum, and some cherries. Glad I got the cherries before they went bad. It was such a delightful fruit medley. But right before that, I was thinking, boy, I'd like a candy bar. How can I make a healthy candy bar? But I don't even have any xylitol in the house, and forget about it. That passed. But I do have these thoughts, but then I say, well, I'll have some fruit. And I had fruit, and the fruit was good. That's really important. I did my exercises this morning, but I did a short and abbreviated version because I had a meeting that was pretty long this morning. I did 12 minutes of yoga. It was a good yoga session, and then what was it, arms and abs, and it was a combination. It was only like, I don't know, 15 minutes. But it was good. I touched base. I got the mat out. I got my workout clothes on. I did it. I just did it. I did what I could. And then, let's see, in the afternoon I had a cup of black tea. Now, once again, I used sugar in it. Not good, but like I say, I have no like artificial sweetener or healthy artificial sweetener. So I'm having the sugar and lemon and black tea. And I took the brownies, two little brownies, and I heated them up in the oven once again. And that was a really nice, like kind of tea time situation. Um, I meditated here actually. I didn't get to the dome to meditate, and then went to the rec center, did the resistance, did the elliptical, little sauna, little whirlpool, went to get some water at the store, came back, and then I had a delicious dinner. I had, I took broth, I, like fried, but no oil, just heated up onion, heated onion, peppers, a nice green, fresh garden pepper, um, tomato. Yeah, I cut up a real small, pretty small tomato, but boy, is that good. A lot of juice in it. And then I steamed, had a couple little carrots and some fresh broccoli that was in the refrigerator, little florets. They're not like the big broccoli heads you see at the store. I had I had those to start with, but once you cut it off, it seems to kind of branch out and you get the little flowerets, but they're very good. And, mixed it all up with salsa, and it was just really a great dinner. And I didn't eat too much. It was just a good portion. And then afterwards, like I say, I had the fruit for dessert and another cup of tea because I had work to do tonight. I just canned some tomatoes. I had to do some other stuff, and I just needed a little pep. And it seems that I've been able to go to sleep even though I've been having the black tea at night. So far, so good. And when I went to the gym to exercise, I was very hungry. And they have these, what are they called? Baked barbecue potato chips. They're $1 in the machine. And it just kind of takes the edge off. And so I'm not thinking about food, which, I don't think I should really exercise on a famished stomach. I weighed in this morning at 126, which is excellent, excellent. And, feel thin, light, like I'm in the zone and that I'm headed in the right direction. In terms of my food, like all this food prep I've been doing from the garden, I feel like I'm cutting out the middleman. It's like when I go to the supermarket to get food, much of this food has gone thousands of miles to get to me. And the food that I've been eating, which is such a pleasure, is like from my garden to my mouth. And I think that it's like a really good way to go. It's people used to have a lot more kitchen gardens. That was kind of a typical thing that a housewife would do to feed her family and keep the budget down, and then canned food in the wintertime for storage. They didn't have freezing so much, you know, historically, but canning was always something, and preserving food. And I just feel like it's much better use of resources, and also to, just be self-sufficient in that sense, self-reliant and self-referral, and also to like be part of the process of growing the food and eating it, and the miracle of growing food from seeds. It's a miracle to me that I start with a small zucchini plant. I tried to grow stuff from seed. Some of it was successful. Some of the things I grew from seed. I really couldn't keep track of what was from seed and what was from plants, but like a cherry tomato plant, which gets to be really bushy. I think at least I started one of those from seed. Maybe one of the watermelons, which just get huge. I think I might have started one of those that got from seed to the garden. And a couple of tomatoes. It's quite a magnificent process, and I'm really happy to finally be, doing it and taking the actions. And right now I've got the tomatoes. I got the pressure cooker out for, I only had 3 jars of tomatoes, but I just wanted to use my pressure cooker. It's the first time I've had it out. I had to keep reading the instructions because pressure cookers are dangerous items, and I haven't used it for, maybe more than a year, I believe. And it's pretty simple once you get it down, but you have to do it right. And I got all the pieces. I found the missing piece that I couldn't find. And, I think I did it right. I forgot to put the lemon or the citric acid and the salt into the tomatoes, but tomatoes are very acidic to begin with. And it's not, I'm sure Gary doesn't do that. He probably doesn't. And I'll try to remember it next time, but I think I'm very confident that it's in a safe zone, even though I didn't have that. The Presto pressure cooker recommends it, but I believe that's just because of safety's sake. This is best practice. So anyway, so that's my day 14 wrap up. Things are rolling along. I did my exercises. I worked up a sweat at the gym, working up a sweat in the house because it was a little hot with all this cooking. But it was a good day. Okay, that's it.